There we go. Good evening, THL. This is Sunday night. It's the end of a long work week for me. Not really. I still have days to go, but I'm in the middle of it. So I'm a little scuffed tonight. Anyways, joined with Scuff qUAZ is Sage. Sage, how are you doing tonight? That is a really good Sunday. That's especially at that rank 2. That's like dreams I can never fathom. That requires me getting 2 playoffs first. Yeah, I hope so. Anyways, we got a back-to-back matchup tonight of A.E.O.N and Beard Boys was more so what it is. So Beard Boys sitting number 1 in Pro Series right now are behind A.E.O.N. They are behind A.E.O.N by 2 points. So just good day here. Finish it off with the Beard Boys. Always be a good week. Versus the number 3 A.E.O.N, who these 3 teams are pretty comfortably in their positions, but like at this point in the season, you always want to kind of keep that positioning. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So they still have a ways to go. They definitely want to try to maintain their position and, if not, go higher.
Absolutely. The
These two guys, they've known each other a long time. This should be a pretty good match. They're both very good players.
So we see a Hunter band coming out of Hockey Boys and a Priest band coming out of Markshire. What are your kind of thoughts on that?
Get that Priest out of here, man. Get that out of my face. I'm so tired of facing Priests. I faced a whole bunch on ladder today, and I managed to beat a couple, but God, it's just that the moment that they hit like mass res or something, and you just can't come back from it. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we are just preparing to battle a friend here.
Yeah,
I suppose we can let them know when they're ready. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to just let them know, and we can go ahead and go?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's jump right in.
So if you are Hockey Boys or Markshire, what are you gonna start off with?
I don't even know what they're bringing. I haven't looked at it. What do you think they're going to start off with?
Personally,
if I were them, I'd probably start with Hunter if it was open.
yeah. So Hockey Boys I think it's gonna start Hunter, and Markshire probably expecting that will probably go Rogue.
All right, who are you spectating first? I want to follow your lead.
I will be spectating first. A very good question.
Because, so prepared.
Yeah. Every time an operator swaps, I'll be spectating Hockey Boys first. Some of the files get messed up in Streamlabs, including video. So it's the Hunter versus the Druid.
Oh, if it's Dragon Hunter, that's a good matchup.
Yeah.
And Big and Druid. Well, no, it's Token Druid, so that's actually, yeah, this is interesting. Ooh, that's a Shaw in that Dragon Hunter. That's pretty interesting. I haven't played the Shaw on it yet.
It's actually pretty nice.
I bet it is, man, because Dragon Hunter, one of the things that I find I struggle with the most is that the dragons just kind of hit the board and do nothing.
Yeah.
Except Rot Nest. Rot Nest is so good.
Oh, yeah. It absolutely is. But I find if you can get to the point where you're playing it, you're in a pretty bad position.
Job's done.
I don't know. It usually makes your position a lot better. Anyways, Markshire's opening hand looks kind of slow. He doesn't have a 1-drop. I'm sure that's probably something he really would have liked to have had.
This is like the absolute worst opening.
For hockey, for sure. I don't like hockey's opening hand at all. He doesn't have a 1 or a 2.
Even Markshire's is like really not ideal. Like he has a turn 2 play. That's about it.
And then after that, he's just kind of going with the flow. But I mean, I guess that makes them about equally matched right now, since both of their opening hands are pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
So we're probably going to see this 2-drop come down from Markshire, and then he's probably just going to curve out the 2 into the 3, and then probably coin. I don't know, if he gets a 5-mana spell, that'd be great for him, I'm sure. But outside of that, he might just coin out the taunt. Hard cast the free taunt, yeah. Feels bad. As far as hockey, I definitely imagine this dragon's coming down.
Primordial, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it cleans up this board nicely.
Yeah, it definitely contests the board. It's too bad for Markshire that he doesn't have anything that triggers off of the... Ooh, another Primordial, that's infinite value. Good deal.
Primordial
he doesn't have anything that triggers off the trance.
Yeah. I kind of would like to see either that Primordial or a Brightwing taken there.
I definitely would have rather had the Primordial, just keep getting more dragons to keep contesting the board. Of course, like they're so slow, and you need to try to keep the board clear. That's the main problem with this matchup that I've had. If you can get out first and keep the board clear, then you're in pretty good shape. But just as slow as the hands are right now, yeah, I think this could probably go in Markshire's favor pretty easily if he just manages to pick up a couple more token generators.
Probably
just play the Dragon's Bane here. You want to hold on to the Shaw for comboing it with stuff. Whereas Dragon's Bane, you're not really after the...
No, at this point, you're definitely using it just to contest that board.
The Shaw is definitely an interesting pickup, though. I think the main problem is that it's a little too easy to clear. I mean, he's got a big butt, but with the minion buffs, the board buffs.
I mean, either way, that is what would happen.
Yeah.
Because the difference between the Dragon Bane and the Shaw is literally one.
Let's see.
1 health. So it'd require a double trade either way.
And we see a good little play from Markshire that he could make here with the landscaping into Power of the Wild that would clear off the Shaw and get you six worth of stats left on the board. That would be a really great way for him to get ahead right now. But absolutely. I don't know if he's going to make that play. That looks like the only real play to me. Maybe he has something else in mind.
Optionally, he could just ignore the Shaw.
I don't think you ever ignore Shaw. And we see he does make that play. And then, oh, this is a Highlander Dragon Hunter. That explains why he has so many cards I don't normally see in it. I really should have looked at the decks before getting on here. While we were maybe preparing. Well, preparing between. Are you kidding?
I kind of would like to see the Primordial coming out from Hockey Boys here, as opposed to this Dragon Bane. Just purely because it's free trades once again on the board. And you're not getting any proc off.
I don't know. I think the Dragon Bane was probably the better play overall. He didn't really have anything good to do. As far as the Primordial, it would just eat one of the trance and leave the other alive while the Dragon Bane takes.
Either way, the result of this is the same, where Markshire just has a big beefy board and buffs in hand. Yeah,
it's looking pretty grim for hockey right now. He's so far behind on the board. Oh wow, the 2 Forest Aids showing up in Markshire's hand is really bad news. He's going to have a great couple turns once he gets to turn 8, but until he gets there, it's just not Good.
No. Do you
You could.
ever sacrifice one of these Blessing of the Wilds
Now
to
how
clear off this
about
5-3?
I think you do. I think you probably do that and then hero power, because there's not really much else to do, and it does give you a much more favorable trade. Otherwise, you're trading 2 minions in instead of just one.
Alternatively, you could Blessing of the Wild hero power. You take 4.
I thought
But
that's what we. That's what we
what
were just talking
if
about. Blessing of the Ancients.
well, no. You can do Savage War. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, Savage. Yeah, no, I don't think you use Savage War here. I think you definitely just use the Blessing. Blessing hero power, I think, is much more optimal. You could try to go for like a big bursty play and like not trade in, but that doesn't seem too great. Or maybe he is just going to do that. He's going in. All right. Rat trap. Oof. Wonder what other traps he's running. I should have. I might go and look real quick. This is still looking pretty grim for Hockey Boys here.
No.
He has a very clunky hand and doesn't have a whole lot of answers for this board.
Nope.
He could just Bran, and then he would take 2 minions off.
This is fine. I don't
Yeah,
really.
it's also
I don't particularly enjoy wasting the kill command
the
there.
Unleash and the Kill Command. Yeah, I think it was a really good play, honestly. I might have just liked doing Bran myself. I think that leaves more stats on the board. But that was fine.
That or there was a little bit of a play with corrosive breath
now how
as opposed to the
about
kill command. You trade off 1 minion, but you keep that kill command in hand, which I prefer, especially as a single team deck.
Yeah, I suppose. I think the reason for not playing Bran is you always want it to hit face. I just don't see how he's ever hitting face with that Bran, with that crush at the moment. Hitting that Uranus,
Yeah.
and he has taken the board
Well,
pretty heavily, but unfortunately for hockey, he's about to face wave after wave after wave of Koreans.
yeah. And just this our opponent's coming off the top for free.
He's stupid.
You'll find me wherever the action is.
15, 18, 19. Oh, wait. Hockey Boys had lethal. Whoops.
Wow, he did. He really brought it back. I think getting those 2 force aids in hand really slowed Markshire down enough to where he just wasn't able to pressure hockey enough there.
Yep. I forgot my thinking cap for a moment there.
Maybe he shouldn't have smoked before the stream.
That's a pre-stream ritual all the time. Thank you very much.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Well, all right. So that's a Hunter win for hockey. Yeah, I'm sure he's happy to move on. What else did hockey bring?
Rogue and Druid, the exact lists off the top of my head are eluding me. But you know what? I have them right here that I can find. So Hockey Boy brought Quest Druid. Versus this warrior is a Galacron warrior from Markshire.
watch
But the rogue
back?
is just your standard Galacron rogue.
This is really good for Markshire then to queue up the warrior into the rogue.
Yep,
It's a
absolutely.
very favorable matchup. Oh wow, he's got Galacron in hand as well. That's
That's
a
a
very excellent
huge
start.
part of reload.
if you can just draw the invokes. I think I'd probably toss everything that isn't an invoke card out of Markshire's hand.
Yep.
I forgot who was on bottom for a second. Yeah. Ferrocat on turn 1 is definitely good.
But the SI7 agents feel kind of lackluster. Oh, he even threw away the Galakron.
But he picked up Kronks, which is good.
Yeah.
And he has 3 invoke cards in hand. That is a really good start.
Ooh, but having the Beefcake Reborn,
Yeah, I'm not sure that he's ever playing that.
that's feels bad, man. If he has to play it at some point.
It's just gonna clutter up his hand. I mean, if he actually gets there and has a good enough position on the board to play it, then all more power to you, Markshire. For hockey.
Yeah. This Galakron pickup from Hockey Boys does definitely benefit him, but he doesn't have any invokes behind it.
Do what now? He's got 3 invokes.
For Hockey?
Oh, for hockey. My bad. Yeah, I forgot that. Okay. I'm getting them mixed up. Yes. Yes. I don't think that Galakron Rogues necessarily cares too much about invokes. Like, they do, and they don't. I think they just play it to get the free cards.
Well,
I haven't played a whole ton of it myself, but from what I can tell, like, just the free cards itself.
You have a couple win conditions with it. So you have just lackey shenanigans.
Yes.
You have just being a tempo deck. Or you kind of have the Galakron burst. So if you can hit burst cards, so your Eviscerates, Leroy, Shadow Steps. You don't want Shadow Step off Galakron.
Yeah.
But I've
Well,
seen
probably
32 damage from Leroy in one turn because of the shenanigans.
I've had that happen to me, actually. I think we're probably just going to see a naked SI come down here. Just for tempo measures. And there's a Leroy for Markshire.
I really don't think this Awaken gets too much better.
I think you probably just coin out the Maniac.
The Devoted?
At least that's what I would do, just to get tempo on the board and clear the SI.
Yeah. I also want to, I'm not opposed to either of these plays. Because either way you're face tanking. I would rather that Devoted.
He could also just play the Bomb Wrangler and let it contest the board. That's also a play. I don't know, I think it's a little slow.
I feel like that's
fighting
pretty
for the board.
slow. Yeah. Especially in a matchup like this where you're just trying not to die.
And Awaken is really good for clearing off lackeys going into like turn 6, so I think you definitely don't want to just waste it.
I guess part of that was the caster vision. Markshire electing to coin off the Devoted Maniac.
Yep. This matchup is all about fighting for the board. Probably, my best guess is we're going to see another naked SI on this turn, which really hurts for hockey. But
this guy's toast.
Yeah.
You need to keep that tempo going, and in all fairness, the Maniac doesn't just kill it. He has to do something else on top of it in order to kill it.
Yep. Which we can pretty easily see that there's the Awaken.
Yeah, the Awaken definitely does it. I think he probably wouldn't trade the Maniac, though. I think
you know, you can trade the Maniac, because then if you go face, it's a 1-cost Frenzied Felon.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd much rather a Frenzied Foul wing as opposed to a Devoted.
So we're just gonna keep the invoke train going, keep invoking. That's definitely the name of the game.
Yeah.
Invoke.
Yours. What you got there?
I'll show you who's boss.
Alright, that's a really good pickup. Risky Skipper into the Bomb Wrangler. Get some bombs on the board.
Yep.
Not sure what Hockey wants to do here. He's got quite a few options.
I
think
you start off by
Goliath
praising
isn't bad.
Galakron no matter what, right?
Yeah, definitely phrase go. I think he could just
So
lackey
many
and then use the
options.
corruptor on it. I think that's a pretty good option.
Yeah.
It would be a lot of board pressure. And it would make your shield even beefier, which is always good. And the Ziliax, it's a little early for Ziliax, I think. I think he really wants to get the healing off of it, because there's no other healing in it that's really running the board, but they're going to push your base really hard at some point, especially after they play Galakond.
Yeah.
Choose soon.
And see if this bomb hits.
And it
Oh, man,
does
perfect.
snipe it.
That was a perfect bomb hit, man. I think he was really hoping that wouldn't kill anything.
Yeah. At
So
this point,
Galakond,
as Markshire, you kind of contemplating this Kronx here then?
and I think probably just Kronx. Okay, so he's going to opt to draw 2 cards. That's fine.
He does draw
Oh,
into the
Scion.
answer, which is Scion.
Scion is a great pickup here. That full clears. It doesn't add a whole ton to the board.
He keeps the exact same board state as he has now.
Yeah.
Which, in this kind of situation, you take that.
I wonder.
That's exactly what he's going to do. I'm not sure what Hockey wants to do here. I think you probably just play Galakron for the 1 free card. Or maybe actually Ziliax is fine here now. I think probably Ziliax and praise him.
Yeah.
You know?
I would agree.
And then you get 2 free cards off Galakron. Always nice.
Unity, precision, perfection.
And he gets the lackey, the kobold lackey, just so he can full clear as well. Perfect. It didn't hit the Ziliax. Alright. That's a really good outcome for Hockey Boys.
You are too late. His return is nigh.
And so he's going to go ahead and draw Galakon. And it is not fully invoked. He needs 1 more invoke in order to fully upgrade it.
Yep.
I think, wow. You could
I
get
kind of
a
like double
lot of-
snip snap hero power here. Or double snip snap would be 8 damage.
The sky.
He's just electing to draw 2 Hockey Boys.
could make a reasonably sized dead one here.
Yeah.
Oh wow. And he gets to clear off the Kronx as well. Except he's not going to. I think he's going to hit face. Nice.
Yeah.
Does
I-
Edwin come down?
Yeah, absolutely. At this point, you might as well. It's an 8/8. As Galakon as Galakon Warrior in this type of situation, very few lists run Brawl, and in fact, Hockey Boys does not run it at all.
Yeah.
So you know he doesn't have any form of removal.
I am unbreakable.
Ooh, that hurts. Playing a not fully invoked Galakon, but it's kind of a desperate times call for desperate measures.
Yep, exactly.
I see that big fat 5/6 talent player come down.
Yeah, you
But
know
I
what
think he looks like he's just dead. Yep,
Yeah, he is.
he is just dead. Poor Markshire. He is he really needs to come back with a vengeance.
He really does.
This was a favorable matchup, and it was very unfortunate that he it did not go his way. All right, so all Hockey has left is what was it, Druid?
Yeah, Quest Druid, yes.
Quest Druid. All right, yeah. Quest Druid is what Ron Mexico brought, and I beat up on a whole lot this past week. It looks like it's Druid versus Druid.
Malfurion versus Lunara.
Which is weird because I may be wrong about this, but I thought the token druid was just like a clear favorite.
I think it is too. I think that's why Markshire queued it up.
Yeah, I forgot this isn't hero for a moment.
Yeah. Markshire's mulligan doesn't look too bad.
No, it doesn't. Although Hockey Boys has like some potential to work with here.
And he's got the coin, so he gets to quest the coin and progress fairly quickly through it.
Personally, I kind of like just having or not using the coin and utilizing it in a turn where you wouldn't otherwise be able to. So you can use like the V's.
Job's done.
I think you'd always want to use the coin on turn 1 to progress the quest. The sooner you get it done, the sooner you get to do your absurd bullcrap.
Yeah.
Is he just gonna play Rising Ones here? I think it looks like he's thinking about it.
He's thinking about it, but then he's probably realizing that he isn't really progressing his quest much.
Yeah, it just definitely hurts to sit back and let the board build on Markshire's side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'll see probably both frenzieds come down
I imagine so.
with the hero power.
Gotta get that chip damage in.
Yep, absolutely. Then that's
Maybe a Rising Ones for a 3-2. Hockey is definitely facing an uphill battle here.
absolutely.
So how much?
He has 18 damage. 16. I had it figured out, then I lost the number. Anyways, Hockey won't be living too much longer.
Yeah, he's dead next turn.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
think Hockey has to coin out the Starfall and not progress his quest in order to survive. How much is that? That's 2.
4, 7, 8 plus 10.
He's
Yeah,
dead, I
18.
think. That's quick.
It was quick.
Markshire knew exactly how to not get swept. All right, let's see what's in for game 4. It's just got a little more interesting.
It did indeed.
And you were like, I hope these games go quick because you have a match after. Come on, qUAZ. That's not right. I wanted to go 5 games every time. As much content as humanly possible.
It just sounds like you don't want me to. You want to make me DQ.
Yeah, man. That's the cherry on top.
I must protect the world.
Then we see the Galacon row coming out from Markshire.
Yeah, I would imagine this has decent odds against Quest Druid.
I feel like Quest Druid is an interesting bring from Hockey Boys.
Yeah, I mean, it's a strong deck. It's so slow that it's risky. It feels like I'm not even sure what it brings, or not what it brings. What it
Mage.
beats.
I'm just looking at its matchups right. I'm just trying to find its matchups right now.
Winged Guardian. I didn't know that one in Quest Druid.
He's got a weird kind of list.
It's a really good card. I don't blame him.
I guess Hockey Boys was kind of targeting like the priests and the warriors with it.
And we see a pretty good amount of invokes over on Markshire side.
Yeah.
Got 3? Yeah. He might just be able to fully invoke Galakond, and then all that's left is drawing Galakond.
Although this is a 59.6% matchup for the rogue.
But you're saying there's a chance.
For the druid, sorry.
Hockey.
For the druid, I apologize. It's a 59.6% favorable matchup.
Wow, that's pretty heavy. Rogue just does rogue things sometimes now, and this is looking pretty decent at the moment. He's got Crocs in hand, so he'll be able to get the Galakond. If he can fully invoke it, then he'll be in a really good spot.
And when we sort that by legend only, actually we'll go legend of 5. Probably a bit better. It's a 60%.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're just gonna see an easy little maniac come down here.
Yeah.
Clear off the board.
It clears off the board, and
I guess there's some.
the only thing would be the hand spaces. You're still at 9 cards.
Well, I mean, it's an issue when you're at 10.
Yeah.
And I think you could also coin out Ziliax. I just don't see why at the moment.
There's no real reason to.
I think you'd rather have the coin for like turn 6 coin lackey togwaggle or something.
Yeah.
And then you'd be worried about hand space. Yeah. Those brush lackeys are definitely going to come out.
They're going to be handy little cards.
Oh yeah. And so Hockey is going to complete his quest on this turn. I think if I were him, I'd probably just Hero Power Pass, but I don't know, maybe he wants to make another 3-2, keep contesting the board.
You're not complaining about playing the 3-2 and like hero power in here.
Yeah.
Just because it's getting Markshire's kind of smaller removal out of the way.
Complete.
Or it's saying
Snap pickup.
yeah.
The Snip Snap and the Ziliax in hand. That's a good little combo.
It is.
And great for coming back on the board and in health total.
Well, I think we're just gonna see shield come down.
Maybe.
Or I'm mistaken.
It looks like he wanted to get some more on lackeys. What
Yeah.
did he get? He got the Witchy and an Ethereal.
He'll probably
Alright.
play the second rush and just clear off this 3-2.
Probably. Keep fighting for the board, going for the chip damage. That's how Rogue wins. Tempo, chip, big burst.
Yep. He is opting for the Witchy Lackey.
Ooh. Oof.
That's awkward.
Yeah. Oh man. I think Hockey could actually make him overdraw. If he makes him
He'll
overdraw
overdraw
Galakond, yeah. If he overdraws the Galakond, that would be really funny. And he's gonna opt not to do that. Okay.
If he had done that, he would have kept the Galakond anyways.
Yeah. He top decked the Galakrond, so Markshire is probably feeling real lucky right now.
Although this Wind Guardian coming down with 13 going upstairs.
So many options.
Oh yeah. Maybe not too lucky, I suppose.
Yeah.
He could just coin the Galakrond right now.
He could. I believe he is looking at the Lackey coin Heist Baron play, hoping that it keeps him into it that way.
What do you pick here as Markshire? These picks are really bad.
A clever
Probably just-
disguise. I mean, they all just add stuff to your hand, which you don't really want. And just Wondrous Wand.
Of course, that's like the card.
Yep.
The reason you play Dog Whale. Although I have been beaten by crowns and stuff before, so
True.
there's definitely merit to the other picks.
I kind of wanted to see the 8 go upstairs, or the 13 go upstairs.
I think he's in a really good spot, and that wand isn't really doing a whole lot right now. He needs to empty out his hand before he can do anything.
Yep. There's nothing he can really play to empty his hand out.
Yeah, I mean, he could put the Rush Lackey onto the 0/4, but
So many options.
then it becomes a target to get removed, and he draws a whole ton of cards.
Yep.
Ooh, sapping Oasis. God, I hurt. But it empties his hand out enough to play the wand. Alright, let's see what he gets.
Pharaoh. Flick.
Flick.
Flick is
That's
pretty
a great
good.
pickup. He could
And backstab.
Flick.
Choose soon.
Probably just flick the Guardian, get the other one out of his hand.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably backstab. That was definitely a good turn for Markshire. Clear the board, get rid of the Winged Guardians. Oh, yeah.
Definitely what he needed to come back into this.
Feeling pretty natural. Oh my god. And I'm gonna mute these.
Okay. And just seeing Hockey Boys use a little bit of removal, get some draw going. Just, he knows he has the pressure. And that Shadow Step is a huge burn for Markshire.
He burned. Shadow Step? Oof.
Yeah, you kind of want that to pair up with your Flick again for when that Oasis Surger comes back down.
Yeah. Yeah, getting rid of the Oasis Surge is going to be on his priority list, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He's still facing an uphill battle from here. There's so much value coming out of Hockey's hand. He's got both Surgers and a Floop. Ooh. I wonder.
Yes, it does.
I don't know if it works that way, but would it destroy the Floop as well?
It would. Or at least that's what I read. They may have fixed it since then.
That would be really, really bad for Hockey. I think Markshire could actually pull through with it if he pulled that off. But then again, he could just Surger and then play the Floop immediately with it, I guess.
Yeah.
I think if you're Hockey, you're probably just going to play Ethera this turn. Although Floop would allow you to get on the board. Yeah. Not Floop, Surgers. This game is going to go long. Ooh. Man, they're really fighting tooth and nail.
They are. Do we see the Zilliat Snipsnap play that you were alluding to earlier?
Maybe. I think we just see Galakrond. Yep. Let's see what he gets.
Eviscerate, that's pretty good. Evil
And
miscreant.
another miscreant.
Many cards.
Oh.
Ooh. Burning the second abyss is definitely gotta hurt.
Yep.
Picked up a taunt lackey. That's nice, I guess.
Darkness reigns.
I mean, you're not complaining about it.
He's gonna go even further onto the board.
And is it to power it up even further?
Does he have time to make all of his attacks?
Yep.
Alright. He is getting really close to taking hockey down. Let's see if he gets any portals. There are no portals coming down this turn. I think we're gonna see a starfall though for sure.
Absolutely.
My dream is your nightmare.
I mean, is a full clear with the trade coming in from the Asera?
Yeah. A very prudent play.
Yeah. Although this Kronk is just kind of cleans
Yeah, the
this up.
Kronks takes care of the board, but you're taking 4 damage just to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think you'd probably actually go Kronks for the face damage and try to close it out if you could.
If
What lackeys do we got? We got Goblin and Draconic. I think he's just going for a big Edwin here.
On the wings of evil.
Yeah, get a big one that sticks. That is always a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that he has a better turn to do that on either. Oh, he's gonna play the flick. Ooh, if I were him, I guess that is the best way to take care of the board, but I would have at least tried to save it for the surgery.
darkness reigns.
You know he's got one in hand.
Yeah.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
10-10 Edwin is not anything I'd complain about, though.
No, it's
Just the
not.
surgers take care of it so easily.
And you know he has one in hand, but we're just going to see this board cleaned up nicely. And at this point, for Markshire, you could say his goose is kind of cooked.
Kind of looks that way, but he just picked up that faceless, which is gonna clean up the surgers very well. We still have not seen any portals drawn. Can you believe he has 14 portals in his half of his deck is a portal. We have not seen a single one yet. That is very unfortunate.
The issue comes in to be he's going to draw most of them out once. So a lot of them aren't going to see any value.
Kind of.
At least if it's me playing the Asera. That's how it works.
I think that research project is never getting played just because it would draw portals.
Yeah.
What else would you do this turn, Markshire? Ziliax isn't
Darkness
bad.
reigns.
I think you just hope that it doesn't get cleared out, I suppose. I think you could just clear out the 5-1 with your face and play Ziliax, and then, yeah, get some good tempo going, try to finish the game, and here comes the portals.
Yep.
Oh,
That's a
taunt.
big one.
Amuses me.
That is not what Markshire wanted to see right now.
No. Markshire's out here
Cannot
trying
be
to
interacted with.
finish off the game.
And we see more taunts come down. That is a very intimidating board.
That is a very intimidating board.
This could spell doom for Markshire. And we have the double swipe in hand, so that's 8 burst that he's got. Markshire is at 22 health.
Yep.
What if?
So if he lets anything live, that could be the end of the game. It's too bad bees can't go face.
They can. Oh, no, they can't. Never mind. What card was I thinking? Like, oh, I'm thinking of the Netherwing. Or Nether. Another breath
The
from
so-
Go Face.
Yeah. And there's the solo content bees, the locust, that goes face.
I'm gonna pretend like I used that card ever.
Okay.
Because I have
You
not.
You didn't play any of the solo content?
I did play it all. I don't remember any of it though.
Oh, okay. Face tanking the 9 damage. Wow. I think that is just GG for Markshire now. If he can't kill the Cenarius, and I don't think he can,
Nope.
that is game. Yep.
Game, set, match, Hockey Boys.
That is going to be a, what is that, 3-1 for hockey?
Yes, that would be 3-1 for hockey.
Of worth fighting for.
All these freaking portals coming out. Once enough Dormy will come out and he runs out of time, it just clocks him out.
Do those initial draw animations count towards your time? Because I believe once
yeah. Yeah, they do.
Huh.
Alright. And that was the first match of the night. Hockey Boys of Beard Boys and Markshire A.E.O.N going 3-1.
Yeah.
Good games, guys. That was a very excellent series.
It absolutely was.
Next up, we will have Tyfoon versus Leezemos. I'll go ahead and see how they're doing.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that. I'm gonna get the stream prepped for the next match because everything is acting funny on stream right now.
All right.
I blame Ted.
Do we want to get Hockey in here for an interview?
Yeah. You should have permissions to invite him in.
Yeah, go ahead and ask him. Hockey says that he cannot. No mic.
Oof. Well,
I guess we'll just go ahead and have some
banter.
what were we gonna say? Yeah, some banter while we set up. What was that you're gonna say?
Oh, that's rough having no mic.
Yeah.
It's kind of like earlier on stream where he had no hands. Because I swear I have stream operated before.
Yeah. All right. Looks like both the Leezemos and Tyfoon are online. I'm gonna go ahead and have them get ready. Let me know whenever you're set up, and
Yeah, I'm all
I'll
set up.
give them the go ahead. You're set up?
I am set up. I, for once, feel confident about a match I'm about to stream.
Oh, well, that is excellent. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a beer and get myself ready.
All right. So that does put the Beard Boys up in the series.
Yeah. What are the points
9.
at?
Actually, it doesn't. I believe it ties them up 9-9, if I remember correctly.
Oh wow. Who has left to play?
Our next matchup: Leezemos versus Tyfoon.
Right. Is that the deciding one?
It is the deciding one.
Oh my goodness. All right. It looks like they're submitting their bands now.
Sweet. I enjoy bands.
So what did you have to eat for dinner tonight, qUAZ?
I have not eaten dinner yet because it is 5:15 that night.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's like 8 o'clock here.
Yeah.
I had steak, potatoes, and Brussels sprouts. It was excellent.
Ooh. I like Brussels sprouts.
Oh my god, I love them. You just like slather them in butter. Oh, steam them.
I feel like we may
Life
have to,
Life is so good.
we may have to call someone.
Who? What?
Someone to make sure we're staying stream appropriate with those sounds you're making.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. I'll I'll try to restrain myself. All right, looks like they're in the challenge screen.
Perfect. Did you grab bands, or did you see what their bands are?
I have not yet. Hold on.
Leezemos is yet to submit, from what I can see.
I think he submitted, and we're just waiting on it to update.
Nope. Because I'm looking at the spreadsheet itself.
Okay.
There we go. So it's a priest band coming out from Leezemos.
Mm-hmm.
And from Tyfoon, it is a rogue band.
All right. So we're gonna see some hunters tonight. I'm sure they're bringing hunter.
Leezemos is indeed bringing hunter. Tyfoon opting for a druid priest rogue warrior
Oh wow.
matchup.
Not bringing hunter is a little bit unusual right now in this match.
Yeah, just a bit.
All right. Well, should I go ahead and give them the go ahead? We're ready, right?
We sure are. I am just popping the bands up on the stream, but that's something I can hot swap quick.
All right. And do you know who you're gonna spectate first?
I do. It will be Beard Boys again, so that would be Leezemos.
All right. Typhoon isn't seeing the bands. What was Leezemos's band? Was it Rogue?
Yes. Leezemos band Priest. It's updated on the spreadsheet. It may not have made the website yet.
Yeah, I think Typhoon's probably looking at the website. He said that the bands hadn't updated yet. And so, yeah, well, this is what a band. All right. I give him the go ahead.
All right.
Any second now. Everybody, I hope you're having a good night. And I hope you've had a good weekend. And we're about to see the outcome of the Beard Boys versus A.E.O.N matchup. Some hot content coming your way, like a bunch of pancakes.
You have a bunch of pancakes? Is that what you're eating for supper?
No, I said hot content coming your way, like pancakes, like hotcakes.
Oh.
Oh, looks like they're in game.
They are indeed.
All right, we're hopping in. See what they queued up first. Okay, is Rogue versus Hunter. Leezemos queued up his Hunter, and Typhoon queued his Rogue.
None can escape my fury.
This is a
Let the hunt
wow.
begin.
What is this? Is this Highlander Hunter?
I believe so.
All right, yeah. It's just an odd bunch of cards without a quest. It looked like it was Quest Hunter for a second, but without the quest. That's a pretty good opening hand for Leezemos. I think Typhoon's opening hand is okay. He's got backstab at the very least.
Oh, this is the Highlander variant of Dragon Hunter.
Oh, okay. Dragon Hunter's just so good. I'm not sure that I mentioned this yet, but I got 500 wins with Hunter today, and rank 2 with Dragon Hunter, so that was...
You got all 500 with Dragon Hunter? That's impressive.
Yes, yes, I went 0 to 500 today. I think I mentioned that at the start of the stream. I'm just so proud of myself, guys. I'm sorry. All right, back to the stream. Yeah, turn one. I'm not sure why he's waiting. It's so easy. He's just dwarven sharpshooter. There's no better play in the game right now. I don't think.
He's taking his time. We started a bit early, so he wants to make sure he's thinking through his gameplays.
Yeah. I think you're gonna be able to make your match time, qUAZ.
I might be able to.
Because this opening hand for Leezemos is just dirty.
It really is.
There are some real considerations to be made for just hero powering here, but I think you probably want to try to get
As
the
much
most
on the
damage you
board.
can on the board. So I would definitely go with the Blazing Battle Mage just to contest as much as I can. But he went for a third option and coined out Primordial.
I guess it's technically more stats. I'm curious to see about this Dragon Queen, which he does opt for. Thought this might be a little bit greedy.
But he is Highlander. I definitely wouldn't take it in my deck, which isn't Highlander, but I can definitely see why he would, since he can already play it.
I'm just trying to read here. He does run one of it in his list, obviously.
Well, I mean, it doesn't count itself.
Yeah. I'm just saying, cards that you have in your list, you'll tend to take out.
Yeah, having a second Alex is always nice.
Yep.
I would have taken the Primordial, but playing regular old Dragon Hunter.
I mean, you can get more Dragon Queens off of it.
That's true. But he already had a Dragon Queen, so.
Yeah.
Does he hit his face into the sharpshooter? I think he would. Are we gonna see another? I think I'd take Fairy Dragon if I was Tyfoon here.
Yeah.
He needs the tempo. He has a fairly slow damage. He's got Lackey, but not a whole lot else going on.
I kind of want to see double trap coming down here from Leezemos. I know it feels a little bad, but there's so many variables that your opponent now has to think about.
Yeah, and you're getting that rat trap off like all the time against Galacron Rogue. They play so many cards in a turn. Probably open the tracking. Yeah.
Ursatron?
I would take Faceless here, I think. Because you can... I won't say you could combo it with the Battle Mage, but he's probably going to play Battle Mage this turn. Ursatron you could play right now, but Faceless is just better for tempo. This is definitely a tough pick. You could just pick the Ursa and play it right this second. I think that might be correct.
It could.
But if he trades in, then the Snake Traps give him targets for the Faceless. That is... It's a good line. It's a very good line. So, on Tyfoon's side, I keep having to stop and think about who's who here.
I wonder.
Tyfoon's side, he has a good couple of options here. He could get that Fairy Dragon on the board. If he's going to go for phrasing and removing the 2/2. But now he's got snakes to deal with. How's he going to deal with these snakes?
You trade one in, or trade in your Lackey. I was gonna say play Witchy Lackey on your 1/4, and then use your Goblin.
He actually can full clear here with the Rush Lackey and Dagger.
Yep.
And this kind of ruins Leezemos' plan with this Faceless here. Oh wow.
Oh.
That was a really nice evolve for Tyfoon.
It really was.
And this Rot Nest is kind of useless right here. He could play it, but it's probably just going to hit a Lackey, which you don't want to happen. And the Ziliax can remove a Lackey, but you would rather remove the 2/4. So this is a tough call for
It really is.
Now he just has to pray that there's no Togwuggle in hand, because he left a whole lot of lackeys in the board. And he's in luck, as there is not.
Not that it matters too much, because this devoted maniac is coming down and just cleans up really nicely.
Maintaining excellent board pressure, and that was a pretty decent pickup off of the faceless lackey.
It really was.
Rogue just doesn't have any healing to speak of, and that's one of its biggest downsides. Wow, that Gurbashi. Armani. Yeah, no, Gurbashi, yeah. Wow. I think he just rotten nest and pray.
That was not a bad hit.
It was not, but
Like, there's
I
a
think
couple
he is-
targets that you kind of wanted that to hit. Literally anything that wasn't a lackey, you were fine with.
He has such overwhelming board pressure at the moment that I'm not sure how he comes back from this. That is a very bad pickup off of the Pharaoh Cat. That is easily the lowest of the low rolls. I
Yeah.
wonder if he actually plays it though.
On the wings of evil.
Maybe if he starts to run out of gas, he might. When you're both just... Because both these stats can very easily go into a top deck scenario.
Yeah, that's true.
Quickly.
So, still very good board pressure coming out of Tyfoon here. I
Yep.
think if I were Leezemos, I'd probably just play the brand and hit the King Crush 2-7.
Nope.
Or just hit him in the face. That is also the place.
I mean, technically, this sets up a lethal on the back end of it. Provided, you know, Tyfoon does literally nothing here. But, as we can see...
That was a quick wand pick, of course.
you seem surprised by this.
Well, I'm not. I mean, there's just so many other options, but it is like the. I said, of course, like of course you pick the wand.
Oh, I thought you said that was a
Wand was.
fast wand pick.
I wonder.
It was super quick, and he manages to clear the King Crush,
Yep.
which is definitely something you got to do if you're a Tyfoon, even though you've got the board pretty handled with that King Crush. Turn 8 is looking a little weird for Leezemos here. He doesn't have a whole lot going on. He has one turn until he gets to play his Alec.
Turn 8
See
became
him
a little less awkward.
CMAT was perfect, I think.
Yeah.
Although you could just play the Face Stalker, Faceless Corruptor it, but I do like CMAT.
You could also do that play. Divine Shield and Rush. I like it.
Yeah. Alright, so I guess we're gonna see the wand, of course. What does he get? Pharaoh Cat? Eh. Praise? Eh. And
Seal is
wow.
pretty good.
Seal is okay, but that was a pretty weak wand.
I mean, it's not, 32 burst, but it's providing lackeys, and lackeys are just good cards.
That's true. That was a pretty decent Pharaoh Cat.
It was.
Do some more praising. Invoke the man. Say his name. I feel. Do you ever ping your own Gurubashi in order to make it do more damage?
You could. Honestly, I would agree that might be the play here. Especially now that you buffed up the Goblin Lackey.
Yeah. I'm gonna opt
Tyfoon
not to do
opted
that.
not try and dazzle us with his play and just play some sound Hearthstone.
So yeah, we're gonna see Alex come down. The Cobalt Spellkin was ooh wow.
Oh, that's some
that-
infinite value.
This could be a really huge play from from Leezemos here. That Murazond is just insane right now.
It is.
Let's see what happens. And get the Seal Fate first. And raise another wand.
Oh, he gets
Oh
his
my
Dragon
goodness.
Queen.
Amazing.
Wow. This is such a ridiculous play. He unfortunately doesn't get to play the Calicos because his board is full. I think I probably would have played Calicos first, just for that.
Quickly.
Yeah. I think he's got to be worried that
9.
he's got to be worried that Typhoon can just burst him down with something right now.
He needs
15
6.
health. Yeah.
So technically, Leroy would have been lethal there.
I think he could find lethal off of the Cobalt Spellkin.
This is a lot of damage going the other way if Typhoon can't do anything about this.
It's
Or
looking
if-
pretty
if-
rough right now.
Hmm?
It's looking pretty rough right now.
Yeah.
He's definitely have to sap something. He saps the Murazond, which I'm sure was something he did very reluctantly.
Probably.
Quickly.
Alright. You're gonna see that Alex is cleared out, so I think that stops him from dying this turn.
5, 8.
Oh, that's a really good pickup. That could be the game changer right there.
He would still need
I
2
think he-
damage. No, never mind. He would get it off of kill command. So, if this is Huffer, it's
Yeah.
lethal.
I think you probably start with Calicos to get a free animal companion.
The fate of the war.
But then you can't play kill command
Why not?
because you don't have the mana. Oh, you could.
Yeah, you do.
But
It's a free Calicos.
yeah, but Huffer.
Oh my god, that's lethal. There we go. Wow.
Oh,
what a
the
game.
Caligos is free. I forgot about the discount. My bad.
That was a complete fiesta.
That. Yeah,
Wow. Was that game 1?
that was game 1. That was like a 20-minute game 1.
Alright, so Leezemos managed to win with his hunter. Not too surprising. That's favorable for him.
Yep.
It was hard fought on both sides. He managed to pull through. Let's see what we're in for game 2. Looks like it's going to be Warrior against Druid, and see what they draw. We got Galakron Warrior for Leezemos and Token Druid for Typhoon.
Yep.
Interesting.
Victory on
I didn't realize Token was so popular until like 2 days ago, and I've just seen it everywhere.
Yeah, Token Druid is very popular list because it beats up the other druids.
That's true, it does. That's a decent opening hand for Leezemos here.
It really is.
I think you definitely want to get that early pressure against a Token Druid.
And this Ritual Chopper to counter the tree enforcements.
Does he play Tree Enforcements or does he just play the squirrel guy, the
He could.
A.E.O.N, the bearer? It's tough. He's got so many different turn 1 plays.
This be our
I think you probably save the Tree Enforcements to try to get a an aeroponics off with it.
Yeah.
So we get the ritual chopper here. I don't know that you actually kill the 2-1 with it. I think you probably trade the 1-3. But yeah, he's gonna kill the 2-1 with it.
I
And
would have preferred to trade the 1-3.
I would have as well, because I don't think he's ever hero powering in order to kill the 1-1
No.
after the fact. And if he did, you'd be pretty happy about it, I think.
Absolutely. The coin snip snap coming out.
You just try to contest the board.
Yep.
I don't think Leezemos is going to slow down anytime soon. He's going to draw some cards and really have at. Probably just inner rage on the Acolyte here. Draw another card. 3 mana, draw 3 is. I don't know about that play at all. I don't agree with any of it. If I were him, I would have at least inner raged the snip snap in order to have the 1-1s and not just have the Acolyte die to the snip snap.
Yeah. I don't know, like, this opens you up so much to like a trade blessings play, and like you don't really have any cards to deal with 2/2s.
Yeah. Basically, the moment that Tyfoon goes wide is the moment that Leezemos loses. So he
Yep.
needs to just keep fighting for the board as hard as he can.
What to do?
Yeah, absolutely. Leezemos opting to keep the Zilliats healthy.
He knows he needs to keep the board on
Yep.
in his favor, that's for sure. And so he's going to go wide and protect his little guys. I wonder if you ever interrage a 1-1 here in order to move it.
I think it's a possibility that I think that's what he's contemplating right now. On.
Probably doesn't.
I don't think it'd be ever like. There's a couple of scenarios where it's worth it, but right now is not one of them.
It's not like you're worried about Zilliats. Not yet, at least.
No.
So we're just going to see a shield that'll soak up some damage from these tokens.
Yep.
He's probably going to try to get his Battle Rage to draw him a couple cards sometime soon here. If he can get a Scion in hand, then that would be really good, because if he could trade it into a couple 1-1s, then that would be a real thick Battle Rage.
It would be.
But I think at some point he's just going to settle to like trade a Quokron into a Treant and Battle Rage off of that. Ooh. That's gotta hurt. That's a pretty spicy pickup. He could get a lot of armor. Kind of wish he had that skipper still.
Yeah.
He got
There's the
now.
Scion.
Yeah, get that Scion down. Take the board back.
Yep.
Alright, so what are we seeing from Tyfoon here? Gonna generate a card, alright. Ooh, Dreamway Guardians, that's exactly what he wants in a deck like that.
Yep. This should draw a second Scion with the Town Crier.
I think that's definitely a good pickup.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have any way to get a good Battle Rage off, and I think he really wants to do that to try to draw some more Invokes and Galacron.
Is he just
He's going in.
okay?
He is giving up on trading and just going for the kill. I think that might have been a little premature.
I'm not exactly opposed to that, actually.
And I know he could get another Scion off the Town Crier if he needs it. This forces Tyfoon to make trades
Yep.
and try to protect his face. He's got the Dreamway Guardians to try to come back in life total a bit. I think he probably plays that and then buffs it with a Blessing, Power of the Wild, and Blessing as well. That would be a full 7 mana. Would be the Dreamway, Blessing, and Power of the Wild. So
Yeah.
that would not be bad at all. It just feels very inefficient as far as
The most
trading
damage you
goes.
can take off this turn, though, is 8. Or is
Time waits for no one.
15. Which means that Typhoon, or Leezemos, including the Cochran, only needs 4 damage.
Ooh. Let's get that other invoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably gets Scion though. Yeah, he got the Scion. Wow, this is hairy. And that's a lot of healing going in for
Honor
Typhoon here.
ain't a fit.
Yeah.
He's gonna be able to come back after that push from Leezemos.
There isn't a lot of board coming back out from this for Leezemos at the end of it.
He's just gonna have wave after wave of Treants. I think that's pretty good. Plus a big free top.
Oh. Okay. Electing to let Typhoon dictate the trades with the healing?
Yeah.
You know what would have been really good for Leezemos last turn? This weapon.
Yeah. That weapon would have been pretty nice. But that allows him to fully invoke Galacrons, so he gets a whole lot of good stuff. If he hits, he can get a couple of free Fellwings right now.
Yeah. Those are 0 mana 7/7 potentials.
Yep, that'd be 14/14 on the board. And that'd be very good for him right now. And I think that's exactly what he plans to do.
Yep.
Oh, Mulch Muncher. That was a really good, he needed exactly that card right now.
He did.
That, and he's gonna get a free one if he so chooses.
Yep. Do you ever play Soul of the Forest here?
I think
Before
you
you
just
start
keep playing. No, I think you just keep playing Forest Aid after trading, because you're not too worried about AOE clearing out all of your minions.
Yeah.
You know, stop the armor gain, so he can make a big final push.
Well, Leezemos is at 29 health. And Typhoon did have to burn a little bit of
Time
his
waits for no one.
buffing.
Okay, so he does whistle.
Yeah.
Sure. I think an inner rage. Oh wow.
So he just needs 8. Wait, is that it? That is it.
That's
Yeah, that would be it.
I will act
No! Because Oh wait, that does buff it though. Never mind, I lied.
Wow, he got him. I didn't realize that was lethal.
I didn't realize that was lethal either.
All right, so it's what is that? 2-1.
Yep, 2-0
Yeah,
actually.
2-1. Yeah, 2-0. My bad. 2-0 for Leezemos.
That goes to show how often either of us play Galakrond Warrior.
I play a lot of Galakrond Warrior. What are you talking about?
And
I
yet
just
neither of us
wasn't-
could count that lethal.
I was too focused on the Corcon. I think was.
I think so
Right
too.
now.
I must protect the
So we got the
Seeing Quest Druid
token.
against Token,
Yeah.
must be preserved.
and we saw this in the last matchup, where in Game 3, Quest Druid lost a token pretty handily.
Yep. Although this Steel Beetle has potential.
All right, man. He's just gonna play the Beetle straight away.
Yep.
Or no? What am I thinking?
Yeah, I
It's
don't know what
Quest
you're
Druid.
thinking.
He needed the intervention. It's been a long day, man.
Yeah, I can tell.
All right, so strong start out of Tyfoon here. Very strong start, actually. Wow.
Incredibly strong. I think this is like what you want as Token Druid.
Yeah, this is the nuts.
Ferocious Innervate?
He wants to play the Lodi, but I mean, why?
For the taunt, maybe?
Yeah. It's too bad the quest isn't complete yet. He could just Lodi swipe.
Yeah. Tyfoon is just drawing all of his early
Wow.
cards early.
Wow.
You know,
That is.
I wish I had this kind of ability when I played Quest or Token Druid.
That is so nutty.
Where my trees at?
Claw's pretty good.
You just take overflow for the lulz. I don't think it's going that far.
It's not going that far.
So we're seeing that 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17 damage. He's facing down lethal right now. But with a Savage Roar in hand, this game is over.
Yeah.
So that is now, it'll be 2-1. Leezemos is up 2-1 against Tyfoon. And what else does Tyfoon have?
Rogue
Already-
and something. Warrior, I believe. Yeah, Rogue and Warrior.
So against Quest Druid, probably that. I don't think either of those are actually too great against Quest Druid. I think the Warrior is probably a better.
The Warrior is a control warrior. Or it's the
Ooh.
Highlander, like, control warrior.
I think Quest Druid's probably good against both of those. All right, Tyfoon said he'll be right back. He's taking a quick bathroom break.
Okay.
So we're gonna have a small intermission here while he goes and does that. I'm not sure how well Tyfoon is going to be doing against Quest Druid going forward. He definitely picked his strongest deck to not get swept. That's for sure. But I think that the Warrior could struggle against it if he doesn't get a good enough curve going in.
Yep.
I haven't played a whole lot of the Control Warriors. I've just played Galakrond Warrior. It's honestly, it's my favorite deck. I think that and Dragon Hunter are my favorites right now.
So I'm just
It's-
looking at the list here, and like it's a very control orientated list, so it won't do the worst because it has some early game to it.
Yeah,
It's just
probably got outs. Control Warrior usually has a lot of outs.
Yeah.
I just don't know how it keeps up with the value once the quest is complete.
Zephyrus is a magical card.
Zephyrus is a magical card, isn't he? You know, I managed to open up a golden Zephyrus and a golden Alexstrasza.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
I'm kind of jealous, not gonna lie.
Yeah, and then I don't even play him. I think the only deck I've played the Thailander is Mage. So.
Oh, looks like they're loading in.
Love the Highlander Mage.
Valkyrie versus Garrosh.
All right. Yep. I thought he'd probably do the warrior.
Protect the wild.
Yep.
And that's a turn 1 Eternium Rover, if I can talk. Rover. That's good. I hope they take their sweet time in this match because I'm not looking forward to going back to finishing my driving safety course.
See, my opponent's already messaging me about our match.
What time is it scheduled for?
3 minutes from now.
Yeah, you might let him know that he should just go ahead and watch the stream to see to see the progress you're making on making your match time.
Whoops. Sorry, Mike. I told him I was casting the stream, but wasn't expecting the match to go as long as it has. Leezemos is really good at having quest and coin. And Tyfoon is just getting all of the early game.
I went ahead and messaged Mike on your behalf, telling him that you're an idiot and to please forgive you. Anyways, yeah, Leezemos has been very lucky with the quest and coin. But Tyfoon is definitely putting on some good early pressure here.
He really is.
That's exactly what you want in this matchup. If you can just out-pressure them, and I'd say, like, if you pressure them hard enough to make them have to, like, spend enough mana to not progress the quest, then you know you're winning.
Yeah.
And I don't know that he's doing that, but this is a very good amount of pressure.
Like, Grand
And is
Lackey
that-
is,
Yeah, I just saw that Grand Lackey. Urkel, man. He's got the Urkel.
does indeed. Although, Leezemos is about to just reclaim this board. With Oasis
Yeah.
Surger, Oasis Surger,
And
Oasis
Starfall.
Surger.
Quest
Starfall.
Druid, the King of Reset. Yep.
Yeah. Hidden Oasis, like, he is just sitting really pretty right now.
You don't hate this position as Leezemos. You're at 24 health and you've got
The Starfall into Anisabeth just, like, kind of tells you what you're doing.
yeah. That 4 armor off of the rover.
Yep.
He's gonna try to get that Urkel going here pretty soon. The Super Collider was a really good pickup. It's gonna take care of these Oasis Surgers once they come down.
It will.
Mike said it's all good.
That's good. I appreciate Mike.
I think this is where the match starts to lean in favor of Leezemos for sure.
Absolutely.
But he
This-
does. Typhoon does have the brawl in hand, so if things get out of hand, he can just clean it up pretty well.
We've got a high turnover rate.
You can see a whole bunch of lackeys all at once.
Ooh, damage lucky is pretty good here.
Oh yeah, that really helps.
And the
Witchy, not
Witchy.
bad. I don't know why he didn't play the Witchy before killing purple.
It's our town, scrub.
That seems like an order mistake.
Just a bit.
Probably just see the other Oasis soldier now.
Probably.
Yeah.
And then 5 up top.
Yeah. Leezemos is definitely looking to just burn Tyfoon down.
Although this Deathwing dropping here will feel pretty good for Leezemos, and as Typhoon, you're
it
not
would-
happy about it. But it's kind of the only removal play he has.
It
Or
would, but,
you play the Warpath.
The Warpath does the same thing, but you don't lose a Deathwing in the process.
True.
See, I really like the Super Collider there for sure. I think that was probably the best play, because you're not too worried about just one Surger.
No.
And you're at 29 health. You're doing all right. And he's got Alex Straza for the next turn. Man, I don't know. I
Deathwing.
think this is a pretty evenly matched right now.
It is. I really like this Hidden Oasis play.
I wonder if he ever brawled this board with protection.
He could.
I guess if he used Brawl and managed to, well, no, he wouldn't have the mana for that. I'm not sure that Brawl is the play here yet. Could be, though.
Now?
Do you ever shield block into try and get your...
Shield Slam? I don't know.
No, not shield slam. Wait, he doesn't run it. I was thinking Plague.
Oh.
But he doesn't actually run Plague. Oh, no, he does. Never mind.
Let's say, why not?
I forgot it was
you
5 mana.
Yeah.
So he'd still be 1 off.
Yeah. He's got a lot of good plays, but they all take like 10 mana.
He is electing to go for the Mad Aspect. And it does clear 3 minions. If you're
Yeah, he's a
Typhoon,
7/7.
that's kind of the best feeling.
Behold, jewels of the sun.
You're gonna get some
Slow
card
and
draw
s-
going.
There's no real point in brawling here, though. I think you just slammed
Absolutely
Alex Straza.
Life
Yeah.
and hope of
Look for something spicy.
And
Nixia is interesting. But
Nixia is
Starfall answers it pretty well.
Yep.
You probably just nourish the
Nourishes.
Starfall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except, do you value, like, at this point, would you value the Crystal Merchant? Or would you trade it off?
I think you'd probably trade it off since you have another one in hand. Plus another nourish.
Yeah.
And you're sitting really close to lethal. You just gotta...
War Druid Lodi Swipe would be 6?
5.
5.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
And we see a Dr. Doom. Alright. Man, I hadn't seen that card in a minute. Not since he got nerfed.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good card.
Picking up that swipe.
Yeah.
That's good. We're really close to ending this game. I think he probably plays, yeah, an Innervate. I was thinking like he could have played both and gotten another 3-2 on the board. I think if you're Typhoon here, you just use your warpath to clear the board and maintain a favorable board state.
Absolutely.
Wow, these are some pretty lousy picks. Restless Mummy was nice. This card. Omega Devastator. Okay. Okay, so he gets a cheaper Devastator. That's good.
Yeah. And a cheaper Ziliax.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, I love that fuse thing.
That's actually a ton of healing.
It is.
My dream.
Now we're gonna see some Ysera plays coming down.
Yep.
He's gonna try to draw some portals immediately.
Job's done.
See how many he gets. 1.
Just one.
2. Oh, wow. Okay. That kind of sucks.
Just a bit.
He's got 6 more in the deck. I think he probably just plays the other Ysera off of loop.
Probably.
And I think if you're Typhoon here, you probably want to just clear the board out and keep it clear, and wait for all the portals to get played to play your brawl.
Probably. Well, the Chrono Break will just kind of full clear with a...
The Devastator and the Ziliax.
Well, just
Yeah.
Devastator.
Yeah, with the Devastator, yeah.
Okay then.
I'm just thinking he probably wants to get the Devastator to get the Ziliax onto the Devastator. Big bunch
Yeah.
of healing.
Light the fuses.
Interesting that he's keeping the Ysera alive.
I think he's not too worried about it right now.
That's
And
one
now we're
dream
gonna
portal.
see the rest of the portals come out.
2.
And all he has left in his deck are green portals.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. This might call for a brawl, but that would probably feel really bad if you're Typhoon. You know he's gonna have another Ysera.
Yeah. Oh!
It's your turn now.
Too bad his board's full, because that, Zeraku.
Yeah, the Zeraku is gonna be useless here. And that's a Plague of Wrath. Oh my goodness. I think Typhoon is gonna lock this one out with between the Brawl and the Plague.
I think so.
All he has left after that is Cenarius,
Okay,
which just,
then.
I don't think it's going to be enough.
No.
Especially with the Devastator still in hand. He has managed his resources excellently in this matchup.
He really has.
See what he goes for here. He knows he's got the clear for the second Ysera. Oh my goodness.
And the
that
most
couldn't have-
ideal option to survive.
That could not have gone better. Wow. Alright, and here's the second Ysera.
My dream is your
And
nightmare.
he's gonna play the Crystal Merchant just to get the portals immediately, I guess.
Behold, jewels of the sun. Ooh.
This is pretty much his last hope. And it's gonna be dashed into ashes with the Warpath and the Plague of Wrath.
Yep. Although this Bronze Drake, Bronze Herald, sorry.
It does help a little bit. It gives
Helps
him a
him.
little extra reload.
Yep. Leezemos really loves that Twilight Drake coming out.
Yeah, no, yeah, I bet that probably tilts him a little bit. So if I don't see a Warpath Plague here, then I don't know how to play this game. Maybe he sees some other lines I don't.
I just don't know how to play this game in general.
Be a good time for a master
That's
plan.
understandable. Yep. And the hero power, of course. All right, let's see if Leezemos can somehow find a way. Yes, Cenarius.
Devastator, Super Collider, and Forward to the Dome.
Yeah, I think Typhoon's gonna be a little more liberal with his resources now that he knows Leezemos is completely out of power.
Leezemos recognizes that he actually doesn't have a play next turn. So now we got the Rogue versus the Druid.
Come down to game 5. This has been an exciting matchup.
It has.
Rogue versus the Druid. In the last matchup, we saw the Druid take down the Rogue, and it was really hard fought. So I imagine this will be the same. These are two excellent players, and they're going to do everything they can to win.
None can escape my fury.
I really wasn't sure that the Warrior was going to win that one, but wow, he really managed to hold on and bring Leezemos to his knees there.
I am shocked as well. That how like there's nothing I like more than seeing a Highlander control Warrior play a game that perfectly.
All right. Unfortunately, Leezemos is not on the coin this time.
No, but he
did
gets the
pick up
top
the
deck
Innervate.
Yep. What's the cat gonna give us today, Tyfoon?
Oh man, probably the 10-10. Oh hey, that's a turn too.
It is a turn 2.
Who in their right mind?
Although he also has the Skyvateer.
Yep. I think.
I honestly think
If
you're
you're
fine with
Leezemos.
this.
Yeah,
Just
if you're Leezemos, like, what exactly are you wanting to pick up here? Like, maybe a Ferocious Howl? I know you definitely want to see your swipes come in at some point.
Yeah.
Get rid of these lackeys. He's gonna finish the quest. Is it next turn?
On this turn, yeah. So as soon as this turn is
Yes.
over.
Typhoon is putting some excellent pressure onto the board. Not a ton, but a good amount.
Yep. And we have quest complete from Leezemos.
Yes, complete. Cold blood. When's the last time I saw anybody just running cold blood?
He found off Ethereal.
Okay. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Think.
I think you just drop the Skyvateer, play the Grand Mummy.
I think you could. Yeah, you could do that. I think you could try to assert pressure with cold blood, but that's also really good for just making favorable trades. I definitely like the Mummy and the Skyvateer as well. Like the quest's already complete. You can't really out pressure them at this point. They're going to start coming back. You need to hold on to them and try to maintain board state.
I mean, there's a reason this is a 60% matchup in favor of the Druid.
Yeah. It's just all downhill from here for you, Typhoon.
Yep.
And we don't see a flick, unfortunately. If he had a flick, that would be pretty perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, it would.
Probably see, I don't know. I mean, he could Zilliax now. He probably wants to hold on to it for the healing later.
Well, you could Zilly. I would draw first.
I think I'd probably just play shield here, if I were Typhoon.
Yeah.
But that doesn't remove anything, which is unfortunate. He could play the other ethereal, and see what he gets off of it first. Because you're looking for ways to answer this board.
Unity, precision.
And we are just going to see the Zilliax now. Maybe you trade in the mummy to see if you can kill the 5-4 instead. Alright.
I kind of want to hit an Oasis this 5-4, and then you get the Anesthetic as well.
You want to hit an Oasis the Surger?
Yeah.
It's not the worst idea, but I think you always... I think that's what he's going to go with.
Hey, pro team, pick me up, because I apparently I can see the future.
Yeah, man. Somebody recruit this guy.
I mean, BGH and
The
Hero.
only negative... Shut up. You're not funny.
I thought that was great.
Yeah, I guess. Hate you.
I know you do. I love you, Sage.
I wonder if you ever take academic espionage here and just hope for the best.
I mean, like, imagine like 3 1-cost Yaceras.
I did have a guy play academic espionage against me one time and get 3 Pyroblasts off the top of his deck in a row.
So
One-cost
here's
Pyroblast.
here was your mistake.
What?
You were playing Mage.
That is not a mistake. See, again, you're just not funny, qUAZ. You don't know what humor is. Is he just head crack?
No, you
Oh,
just make a big
big
boy
head
head
one.
one.
Wow, that's a huge head one. Wow.
Too bad it's just gonna get eaten by this War Druid Lodi.
Power
Yep.
takes many. Behold, jewels of the sands.
I kind of just like ate upstairs.
He's him in 5 there at least.
Yeah.
But why did he do that? I mean, I think he's in a good enough position that it doesn't really matter. But I mean, come on. You played the Crystal Merchant. Just let it draw you a card.
Yeah, that was slightly questionable.
I think he just didn't think that one through all the way. He played pretty quick there.
He did. The rope was also burning down, though.
I've certainly made that mistake before.
Yeah,
He really needed it to draw a card, though. He's running out of gas.
he is.
If Tyfoon can get through this, well, yeah, he's going to get through the taunt. If he can kill the Crystal Merchant, then that is really bad for Leezemos here.
It
And
is.
he's not? Oh, no, he is. Right, going to face this. Alright.
Power of. You would feel a lot better about all of this if.
Yeah, not letting the Crystal Merchant draw you a card is
Yeah.
definitely something he's going to regret.
Well, this is
He is.
kind of hard to deal with, like board state wise, without taking 4.
I think he doesn't mind taking 4 whenever you're top decking. There's not a whole lot that Leezemos can do from here. He's just gonna
Yeah.
Pray.
Nourish off the top here will be pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's what Leezemos wants to see for sure. A Nourish or Starfall would also be very nice.
Did I not say nourish?
You did.
Oh, okay.
You said Nourish. I said a Nourish or a Starfall. Probably Nourish into Starfall.
Yeah. I'm just confused today.
Hmm.
Quickly.
So he can't full clear the board, but he can get rid of a lot of it and protect his face.
He could.
The flick is coming in kind of late here.
A little bit.
He's not going to clear the board through.
Leezemos is also
That's-
getting kind of low.
Definitely wanted to see that.
I think you just push 10 upstairs.
Tyfoon is right there. Oh,
So we're
this
gonna see
is-
the flick come down.
For sure. This is just so dicey right now. Wow. The kobold was nice.
Yeah. That's not really what you want there.
Maybe it pays off. Maybe you draw a bunch of portals all at once. Although we did have a match in the last matchup where Hockey had 14 portals in his deck and didn't draw any for like 2 or 3 turns in a row. Oh wow, the Shadow Step is really nice here.
Yep. Not that it does much against the Ysera.
Well played.
I think it at least gets him quite a bit closer. Like if he can kill the Ysera with it and then not have to worry about trading that,
Yeah.
then he doesn't have to worry about swipe or anything of that nature. I think probably just
I will act as
Shadow
your
Step
stay.
and flick and
This gives him a
So we
kobold
care.
that's lethal, or it's one off still.
oh
It's one off.
no, it's lethal. He said,
Oh, it is lethal with the Shadow Step.
wow, wow, wow. That was incredible. What,
That was
what
well
a-
played
an
from Tyfoon.
intense, What an intense back against.
Absolutely.
Tyfoon really managing to stick it in there, and that not drawing with the Crystal Merchant was probably the game changer for Leezemos there.
Probably.
That was the biggest misplay I think I've seen all night. Want to get Tyfoon in the call?
Yeah.
See if he's up for
Yeah, we sure can. Just apologizing to my opponent once again.
He said, sure. All right, I'm going to get Tyfoon in here.
All right.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey,
All right.
yep. Well, congratulations on the win. That looked very extremely hard fought.
Thank you. Yeah, that was an intense series. That was done for after I fell down 0-2.
That was I wasn't sure that you were going to win that one. And we noticed a couple misplays in that game 5 on Leezemos' side that I think really ended up changing it in total. Like when he played the Crystal Merchant and then played the Beetle and didn't draw off the Crystal Merchant. I think that was something that could have really changed how things ended up playing out.
Right, yeah.
What do you think
Like
of
getting
that?
the extra draw could have been huge for him because he I mean, we saw that he pretty much had to play the Nubisath without the discount. So he could have drawn anything like Nourish, Swipe. Actually, I don't know if he had Swipe. Check. Did he have Swipe?
He hadn't played one yet, I don't think.
No, he
I don't
hadn't
think-
seen one yet.
Okay,
back
he
in.
runs 2 swipes. Yeah, so he could
Yeah.
have drawn Burn to end the game, or he could have drawn his Nourish or Heal, just like so many different things.
Definitely, and the Control Warrior match really that really impressed me. I wasn't sure that Warrior was going to win there either. I thought it maybe wouldn't have been able to outlast the value that Quest Druid would put out once it finished the quest.
Yeah, I
What-
mean that's usually how it goes. Because they have 3 main threats. They have the scenarios board. Well, actually, I think in that game he managed to have a board early too, so I had to deal with that, and I got fairly low. But usually you have to deal with scenarios and then 2 boards of Ysera Unleashed. But I drew all my clears, so I think we were in the clear there.
Yeah, when I saw that plague come into your hand, I was
Mhm.
like, wow, he's got just the perfect answers for these 2 boards of portals, and after that, it's just GG.
Right, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, because like druids don't run the infinite package anymore with what's it called? Elise and Zephyrus.
yeah,
So it's a little easier to deal with, I think.
and that was the deciding match for your team this week. So you guys ended up managing to beat the Beard Boys, and they are number 1, aren't they?
They are.
Wow, okay. I've been on this team this is my 2nd week on the team, so I'm not exactly sure what the standings are, but that's great.
That's fair. I had my first week in pro this week, and I was just happy to.
Oh yeah, I
get
heard
in.
that went well for you.
Yeah, it went great.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun. Yeah. Are you looking forward to your next week?
Yeah, definitely. And Tespa
Yeah.
also starts next week, so I'm gonna be playing quite a few matches a week.
Excellent. What team are you playing for in Tespa?
I'm playing for Ole Miss.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we're actually in we're in the varsity and the open, so that's 2 matches a week, and then plus
Wow.
THL, that's 3 matches plus 3v3 league. That's gonna be 4 matches a week for me.
That is a heck of a lot of Hearthstone.
Yeah. Combine that with just regular laddering, and that's quite a bit of Hearthstone you got there.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure how you'd fit time for anything else.
I try.
Well, I wish you the best of luck, and
Thank you.
congratulations again in your match this week.
Appreciate it. And what were your favorite parts about casting this match?
Getting to sit here and drink and watch Hearthstone. Pause.
Yeah.
Well, I think that about wraps it up. We got like 2 minutes until 9 o'clock, and qUAZ has a match of his own. that
I'm
he's waiting
actually
for
in
at
it
the
right now.
moment. You're in your match right now.
Yeah.
I think we're
Casting
gonna.
like a boss.
We'll go ahead and call that a wrap for the night.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much for casting.
Yes, and
Thanks for
thank
being
you
on
joining us
stream.
for an interview. Yes.
All right. Well, that wraps it up tonight for Sunday Showdown. Catch us next week on Tuesday, where it's Sage and Ted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Uh,
Saloon next week. qUAZ isn't going to be here. qUAZ.
When am I
The
ever?
absentee.
Yeah. When am I ever actually on?
We'll miss you again, qUAZ.
Work has been crazy busy for me.
Don't forget to send in your prediction
I
so
will
we can
not.
act like you're there.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, see ya Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.